Good evening, depending on where you are watching from. I say good morning and good afternoon to all of you, my fellow Biafrans. Biafra is our religion, and we will continue to evangelize and talk about Biafra. First of all, I have to give thanks to God. Almighty and merciful God, I thank and glorify your holy name for being our God and we being your children. Almighty Jehovah, I commit my leader, Mazin Namdekano, into your holy hands, Father Lord. May you release him so that he will go and get treated. May you guide him wherever he is and protect him. Almighty God, I plead for your extension of mercy and protection to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, himself and his family, and the entire family of Biafrans all over the world, especially those at home. God, please bless my people. Amen. I have to play my usual jingle before I continue for the day.
Is our brother Nnamdi Kanu.
Listen for us. Otego, Hapoziania. The children need him. Please, we are begging you people. Anyinga young.
Release our brother Nnamdi Kanu.
You people that are in power, do something. Release him for us.
Release our brother Nnamdi Kanu.
We are begging. When you nana ipo anyunkwa. When you nana ipo anyunkwa. You could say an argument, and they are fear. Kedikos not, we don't know. Kedikos not, we don't know. Nobody is saying anything. We are busy living our lives. Come on. Yeah, bonifula inanya.
Release our brother Nnamdi Kanu.
In as much as you don't believe in what he's fighting for, he's like a brother to you.
My people, you see what she had just said now. In as much as you don't believe in what he is fighting for, release him. You know, we are all humans. Ebe onye ọbụla si watch him, ma ndị na-anụ Igbo, ma ndị ada anụ Igbo. Igbo erika, and ife ga-emenu ga-emekwa. You know, yesterday, our Prime Minister, there was a picture of him on the Facebook, and as I was scrolling, I was giving him words of welcome and words of thanks. And somebody came there and said that I am promoting terrorism with my platform. The next person behind him said that I am Mumu. Yes, this is what they feel and what they think. But if you don't like what we are doing, stay aside. Cursing and abusing will not sort anything out. Nigeria is a very massive country, and it is not working for us. There was a Yoruba girl that Mazi Simon Ekpa used to use in those days for his jingle. The girl said, is Nigeria working for you? That it is not working for her. That you shouldn't wait until Nigeria happens to you. Everybody knows what goes on in Nigeria currently. At this time, we are all matured to know what we want. Onye ọbụla ma ife ọ chọrọ. Ndị chọrọ ịnọ na Nigeria, anyị nwa adasi unu anọ na. Rather, if I na-agwa unu bụ unu nọsie n'ike, but leave us alone. That's what she just said now. Even though you don't believe in what Mazi is doing. Let me return it back and play it.
What he's fighting for. He's like a brother to you. We are busy living our lives. Come on. Yeah, Bonnie Fulani Nanya.
Release our brother Nnamdi Kanu.
In as much as you don't believe in what he's fighting for.
Exactly. That is the point where I want us to listen to again. In as much as you don't believe in what he is fighting for. Now, I will go to another video so that you people will see those who don't believe in what Onyendu is fighting for should leave him alone and carry on with their one Nigerianness. You know, I'm sure some of you must have seen this face. You see, he is called Ijele. He was deported for crime he committed in Turkey. Look at him. Every platform he goes, he will be abusing Onyendu. Because you people know that Fulanis are very good at using the bad eggs in our midst to get at us and to gather whatever information they want to gather about us. But we don't care. When two elephants are fighting, the grass will surely suffer. And no matter what you do in life, anything that is in the Bible will surely come to pass. Jesus Christ said that a light kept on the bushel will illuminate the whole house, and that anything that is hidden will surely come out one day. Now, as Onyendu said, serve the Fulanis and come back crying. Like when Ojus Okalu was doing all that he was doing. First of all, they imprisoned him and he promised them to bring Mazi. So when he came out and joined those that renditioned Mazi, he thought that they will give him Senate president position because that's what he was vying for. You know, for those of you who must have seen this before, in every story, there are many parts to it, and there are many ways to flesh out information. This is why so many minds don't think alike. You might be seeing something, looking at it, and I will be looking at it. But the information that thing will be passing through you will not be the same with the other person's information on the same issue. So many people have displayed this guy, but I am going to flesh out my own information critically about this guy and what he did and the way some of them think. Onyendu have seen most of these things coming, and he prophesied over them. And many will agree with me that most of the things our Onyendu said has come and gone. The only thing that hasn't come is our Biafra, and it is coming. So, Ojus Okalu, he was vying for position of Senate president. Even December last year, Mr. Tinubu visited him in his hometown. And you all know that his mother is always his deputy. In everything he does, his mother is the head. The mother was there. I saw all the video. His mother was there welcoming Tinubu to their hometown, to their family home. But when Tinubu came, not even one position was given to him, and he was crying because they have used him and he has been dumped. So also is this one. Why they are looking for this guy now is that a girl that he took to Turkey to do prostitution, the girl got fed up and tired, and they have now come for him. And none of these people in the government is protecting him. So let me read out the conversation here. He said, yes, Mimi, how are you? And the girl replied, Ijele, I want to tell you, I am tired of this prostitute work. Look at the details of their conversation here. Unfortunately, my wobbly screen won't let you see it, but it's here because I always want to evidence what I'm telling you people or what I'm reading out. So the girl he called Mimi told him, Ijele, I am tired of this prostitute work. Then he responded and said, okay, if you want to quit, you must pay me my balance that I pay for you from Libya to Europe. The girl replied, yes, I know, but you have to give me time to get good work so I can start paying you. Then he replied, which work do you think you can do here in Turkey to pay me the balance of 25,000 euro? You can imagine trafficking our girls from Africa to Europe to go and do prostitution. These are the kind of people that they use against us. The kind of people that will be saying, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, they should buy him, they should do him this, they should do him that. A man that is saving you. As this girl said, that why they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out is because he loves them. No furu ha n'anya. The only man no furu ha n'anya. In every situation, everybody must not be the leader. One person has to be the leader. One person. All of us wouldn't be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot divide himself into pieces. He loves us, and he has demonstrated it, because they promised him heaven and earth for him to be to drop Biafra agitation. But he declined. He declined. He said that he's not going to take a penny from anybody. He refused. Mazi refused. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been where he is today. He would have been out long time. You know? So, my people, this guy is now wanted. Just like Ojus Okano served the Fulanese and came back crying. So he is now in hiding. Our Onyendu is not a man you will do anything to and you will go scot-free. You will not, because he's fighting a just cause. Our Onyendu is fighting a just cause. And no one should play with our Onyendu. That country that is holding Onyendu, which is Nigeria, they will never know peace until that man is released. They will never know peace. Even though Hope Uzodinma is now jubilating, dancing, celebrating with his friends. People like Chidi, he's an Imolite, and others are petitioning him because they said that there was no election. So where did he get his vote from? That is that. I want to remind all of us about our Prime Minister's tour to Italy to see the Biafrans in Italy. So anyone that wants to join should join from Biafra time 8 p.m. Those in US, it will be their 2 p.m. Join him and ensure that you listen to the visit and everything surrounding the visit. So my people, our dragon, our Prime Minister, he's not resting. He is doing the needful. He is doing everything that he can possibly do just to see that Biafra comes. I was listening to another media team where she was, she was just like me, giving her own broadcast to the entire world and the public. And she said that somebody called her and was asking that Simon has deceived us by telling us that Biafra will come before Christmas, and Christmas is just by the corner. Simon never gave anybody that sort of promise. Biafra was fought for from 1967 to 1970, and it went the way it did. Wazirike started, they sabotaged him, and Masob ended the way it did. Onyendu now came. His own friends, the people he employed, the people he invited to join him to actualize this Biafra agitation, they sold him. Ndị fa na-akpọ DOS. Ịbata n'ime this DOS, you will see that Onyendu's barrister is #1 DOS man. He is a barrister, a politician, an agitator. That's what Ejiofor is. Ejiofor is there. Madubugu is there. Chinasamoru is there. And Chike Doziem. And the host of others. Make it up. DOS. Fani ne we bakaka wele Onyendu anyị, in collaboration with the governors, Mr. Hope Uzodimma, David Umahi, na Willie Obiano, Okezi Ikpeazu, all of them na Governor Wike, because Wike came out and said that he contributed, and all of them contributed, that they shouldn't deny that they were the one who masterminded Onyendu's return. You know, Wike doesn't hide his mouth. Wike is like a time bomb waiting to blow up. Anytime you trigger him, he goes off. So he said all that. We are here talking about our freedom. And freedom, as we all know, is not free. Whoever you are seeking to achieve your freedom from must have had something that is making them not to let you go. Ndị Nigeria echem na obi kalụfa. Ọ bụ na obi kalụfa fa mee si ka enwe referendum. Onye ọbụla enwe right to vote. Ọ ife Onyendu na-ekwu all along. Ọ ife ọ na-ekwu all along. I stumbled into Onyendu's interview in year 2020 with this doctor from Malawi.
There are many here. They want to know in East Africa, in Uganda, in Tanzania, in Zimbabwe. I've found very many of them. Zimbabwe has given them a lot of asylum. We want to know you. Who are you, sir? I am Mazen Namdekano, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. I represent every aspiration and hope that over 70 million people harbor all over the world. Our job is to restore Biafra in peace and not in pieces by seeking a very simple route via a human supervised referendum, or peace visa as the case may be. Where
you people have heard it. He is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra seeking our referendum in peace and not in pieces. This is how Onyendu started, and that is what would have been done peacefully. But no, they don't want to do it in peace. They want it by coercion, by force.
We are here to restore our land to the way it was before the white man came. What we are doing is nothing against Nigeria per se. What we are trying to say is that Nigeria, as presently constituted, is not working. And we are doing all we can to try to raise levels of human development, our understanding, education, health sector, the economy, and all the rest of it. If we continue to remain in Nigeria, not just are we going to suffer, but the whole continent of Africa is going to suffer as a result, as a consequence of the ineptitude, the corruption, the backwardness, the retrogressive mindset of the people who are presently in charge of that very place. Initially, most people tend to see.
Now that he has mentioned Africa, I will delve into that a little bit. You see, the current wave of coups going on in Africa is what Onyendu has just said, touched and concerned. The ineptitude, things that are really going wrong in Africa, not just in Nigeria alone. It is going wrong all over African nation. And everybody will agree with me that currently Burkina Faso has the youngest president in the whole world. That's what's his name again? Ahmed Traore. Right now, they said that Traore's country by December will be the richest African growing economy. They took over government. Why? Because the people are suffering. Their administration is in shambles. French people don't care for them. They don't. They only go there to take what they want and leave the people in abject poverty. So that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is not a military man, is doing this to liberate us, is just in line with what these other African military are doing. Same thing happened in Mali. They took over. Gabon recently took over. Niger, which is behind us, they took over. They also predicted that Niger is the fastest economy growing country in Africa. Under how many years? So, my people, this is exactly what we are talking about. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is stressing on the need for us to go our separate ways using part of a democratic system equipment or mechanism, which is referendum. He is not saying anything wrong. He is not doing anything bad. Just the other day, that they took over management and administration of their country from the French people. These two countries now are the fastest economic growing country in the whole world because they have uranium each. But you can imagine, since French started ruling them, no development. If you go to Burkina Faso now, you will marvel for the kind of development that have come there. So now that Onyendu has been abducted, Simon stepped into his shoe big time. Mazi Simon Ekpa does not sleep anymore. His life is Biafra, how it will come, what will happen, what has to be done, only him. So that very young man, we all have to support him and not to stress him with bombarding him with all your desires. These people asking him to give them Biafra today and tomorrow, what have they been doing all these years answering Nigeria? Because I know that so many of them want Biafra, but they are all scared. These two bold men we have, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is inside now, anything can happen, but God will forbid it. He will come back to us alive. And Simon, they are always giving ransom on his head for them to go and catch him and bring him back. My people, you have to think. You have to work smoothly and nicely with the person who is ready to work with you and not to pressure them. Asking Simon when you are going to bring us Biafra. That's the word of a hypocrite. Yesterday you are in Nigeria voting. You want, you are obedient. Today you want Biafra. You want it like tomorrow today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been released, which is part of the freedom we are fighting. When you are fighting for freedom, a lot of things happens and so many things goes wrong. You can be resolving one problem for ages. His lawyers has been fighting for 2 years and 5 months now to release one man. But every day, 500, 600 Boko Harams will be released and trained, given military uniform, and they will be called repented. So we Biafrans, we have to stick together. We have to put our heads down. These people has this agenda for so many years till now they have surfaced with their agenda, no longer hidden. Ndị be anyị ndị a na-eso ndị ugwu na-azafasa na-akọtọ ndị na-alụlụ n'ọlụ, jiluni nwayọọ, jiluni nwayọọ. You know, o nwere inu ndị Igbo na-atụ, very simple inu, chinchi chinchi nọ na be mmadụ na-atị ya abalị ọlịpụta na-atị ya. Onye nwe ụlọ jee sie mmiri ọkụ bịa wụọ na ya bụ bed, chinchi asị ụmụ ya fa nọdụ nwayọọ maka na their skin na-adị very hard. Fa nọdụ nwayọọ na ife dị ọkụ ga-ajụ oyi. Unu akwanyezina Simon ọkụ. Simon is not a rocket science man. He's a human being like me and you. Etu o si afia onye ndu arụ since year 2013 to achieve Biafra. Kunu si che na Simon under 1 year and something will do that for you people. Simon is a human being. Very young man in his 30s. Onwekwa life to live. So let us listen to our Onyendu.
Who tend to see us as not being Pan-Africanists. I am a Pan-Africanist. I believe in the unity of the African state. My preference will be for Africa to have one nation, one government, one people, even one language if it is possible. I am a subscriber to the very fine influence of Kiswahili amongst the whole of East Africa. And I wouldn't mind that word to be the lingua franca for Sub-Saharan Africa. I don't mind at all. But we must stay straight and we must stay facts. We as Africans are tribal by nature. We are ethnic by nature. That is why every Christmas, every Easter, every celebration that we have, we go back to where we come from. We go to our villages, we go to our town. That is who we are. And we're not going to deny that. What we are trying to do is to reassert who we are before the white man came and destroyed every vestige of honor and dignity that we once had. And in Biafra, we are going to restore that. And from Biafra, the rest of Black Africa will also be free.
You see, he has said it all. The same thing that people of Burkina Faso did, being led by Traore, the people of Gabon did, the Malians did it, the Niger people did. That's what our Onyendu is talking about. So, my people, this is a very long interview. And like I said, I will continue to serialize this until I finish it. But we all have to bear in mind that as Africans, we have our own life to live. We deserve to be free and be happy. Those Nigerians who comes to my page to say that I use my page to promote terrorism, who is terrorizing you? Or are you the ones terrorizing people of your nation? I don't preach terrorism. I don't support it. I'm the one asking you people to drop your weapons and stop infiltrating the bushes and terrorizing the people. We Africans, we have had, so we have had it very tough for so many years. We need to relax with this hardship and ease off. I'm not preaching any hate, neither do I support it. What we want is peace, unity, progress, equity. That's all we want. And you can only achieve this by giving in for referendum to take place. I will always ring this bell into every ear that cares to listen. India used to fight this way because this is why they call us third world. They decided to split and rule each other in peace. They had Bangladesh, they had Pakistan, and India still remains. We are not fighting for Nigeria to split. We are fighting for Nigeria to be on its own and let us be. The Oduduwas want to be on their own, just like India. You cannot say that this sort of thing never happened before. America is 63 states. So, Nigeria will and must grant referendum if they want peace, not coming to people's page to write that they are terrorists or supporting terrorism or using their platform to encourage. Who is terrorizing you? You are the ones terrorizing us, because that name sounds like a Fulani name. Mohammed whatever. On my page. If you don't like what we are doing, leave us alone. Leave us alone. If you think Nigeria is so good for you, why don't you create the referendum to happen so that people will have chance and choice of where they want to belong? That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. That's why Burkina Faso have had a military coup and Traore is now leading and ruling his people. That's why in Niger, they are now the fastest growing economy, something they've never had for decades. This is exactly what will happen when Biafra comes, because you trust our people. My tribe, they are not lazy people. I know you people are scared, but we can always go into agreement in terms of market and business with one another. Yes, you have your own. You rear cattle, you have rice, you have a groundnut that you can use wisely if you want. Because I don't know what is holding Nigeria. The north used to produce a lot of groundnut that can give us oil. I mean, cooking oil. The one you people import now from abroad. It's all about good governance, good administration. Anyị abụrụ ndị na-egbu mmadụ. Anyị bụ ndị love life. And this is what we will continue to preach. Conduct referendum so that all these troubles will rest. Everybody will go their separate way and be happy. Whatever you want to promote, you will continue to promote it, and we will promote our own, whatever we want to promote. So my people, I will leave you here, and I say it shall be well with everybody. Ndị be anyị, ya dịlụ unu mma, dịlụ unu n'eke, dịlụ unu n'oye, dịlụ unu n'afọ, dịlụ unu na nkwọ. Biafra ga-abịalili ise.